welcome back. Derek Bressler, owner of New Precedent Lock and Key, aka Lockman912. And here we go. We're back on network just very shortly after I last signed off. Just had to restart everything. And here we go. We got all our updates. Here's our add-on content information. There's the old Volkswagen 66 Bug that I was talking about. There's the Mini Cooper 65 that I was talking about. At 09 Abarth 500, that if you've been, again, playing Gran Turismo for a while, you are very familiar with the multiple iterations of that vehicle, and you're used to just getting them as prize cars, driving them for a little bit, realizing it's completely useless, and then just selling them over and over and over and over again to tune up your cars. Of course, we're going on a completely different system for GT Sport. You can't sell prize cars anymore. Makes no sense to me, but hey, Polyphony Digital knows best apparently. So yeah, I could take it or leave it. Probably still end up with one. Hell, the way that system is set up, I'll probably end up with 20 of them since I can't sell them. We've got the Abarth 500 or 1500, 1952. Not familiar with it at all. Looks really cool, and usually vehicles of that era with that profile, those lines, I tend to like. So I'm not hugely excited about it. I'm kind of checking my excitement, but we'll see, because I don't know anything about that vehicle whatsoever. The Lancia Delta, however, I do know. And it is a throwback from earlier iterations of the game, and I absolutely love it, and can't wait to drive it again. The Amuse, or Amuse, depending on how you pronounce that, S2000, again, throwback to an earlier iteration of games, and I love it, and can't wait to drive it again. Ford Mark IV from 1967. That's the Mark IV GT. Yes, I will probably go ahead and buy another $1 million Ford GT, because what can I say? When they work beautifully, and when they don't work, they just don't work. It's one or the other. So yeah, I'll probably end up buying that one, and I'll either keep it or I'll sell it. The big one that I'm excited about is the Shelby Cobra Daytona 64, and I can't wait to get my greedy little hands on. Really can't. So let's see how much these things actually cost. Let's go through the rest of the update. We've got Red Bull Ring and Red Bull Short Track. Great. Would Laguna Seca, would it kill y'all so much to put Laguna Seca on here? Really? Or Mazda Speedway, whichever way you refer to it, depending on, I guess, how old you are. Really? Would it kill y'all? You know, or the Daytona Road Track? That would be awesome. You know, I understand not everybody likes NASCAR, but the Daytona Road Course, at least, you know. Anyways, nope. So we got one other track, and it's not a bad track, but it's not my ideal. It's not the type of track that I like, and it's. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. I know how the daily races run, and I'm gonna be running that track every night for the next 2 weeks, no matter what car I pick. I know that. I know that ahead of time. So, all right. Let's see what we have here. We have a beginner league for the Beetle and Samba Bus. So the Beetle or the VW van or VW bus, depending on what you call them. That's, it's fun. It's an offline event. I think that'll be fun. I think the Beatles going to have a bit of an advantage on that one. We've got Amateur League Group 3 Cup. Alright, that's cool enough. Professional League Nostalgic 1979, which is going to feature the old Ferrari, the Shelby, the iterations of the Ford GT. That one's going to be that one's going to be a fun event for me. I'm going to have a lot of fun going through that. Again, it's an offline event. Circuit Experience for Cirque du St. Croix. Alright, hey, look, all of the circuit experiences are excellent, even if you don't really love the track, simply because of the fact that it's going to make you a better driver. So, I'm not mad. Anytime they add a circuit experience, I'm not mad about it. In the escapes section, we've added Cuba. You know what? With all the classic cars, that's actually going to be really cool. That is going to be really, really cool. I'm not big on Scapes portraits. I take them every once in a while when I do like a livery that I'm really proud of, or if there's something that I see that's kind of meaningful to me. But I really don't. I'm not a GT Insta fan. I'm just, let me just drive. And we have a museum feature for Zagato. Okay, all right. Well, that's cool. Knowledge is good. Knowledge is good. So, let us get over to Brand Central. Check out some of these new vehicles. And first off, let me see how much they want for that Shelby, because I right now have 1 million, almost 1.7 million. So let's see what they want. Whoa, 15 million. 15 million for that Shelby Daytona. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And just to give you an idea of how insane that is for that Shelby Daytona, and I understand it's a historic race car. I get that. But real quick, let's go over to last update. Which again, I was really excited for, because this car, this sim needs, GT needs more F1 vehicles. But there's the 2017 Mercedes-AMG F1. And it's 2 million. And they want 15 million for the Shelby Daytona. That y'all done lost your minds, Polyphony. I hope I get that in a daily. Now I'm getting sticker shock. Now I'm real worried to look in on this on this Mark IV GT. For good reason. A lot of people are complaining about fact that there's rumors that Polyphony is going to start going to pay for play, downloadable content, and all of that. You know what? Look, as long as it's relatively affordable, you pay $2-3 real money for a car, depending on what it is, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't think that's particularly unfair. I know there's a lot of folks out there who go, well, you know, I paid for the game, I shouldn't have to pay for anything else. And I completely agree with you. I really do. But these updates cost money, and I understand that. But this right here is insane. Again, $20 million. I mean, and again, you know, I realize we're talking about an iconic sports car here, but yeah, we're just gonna, I guess we're just gonna have to put those off. So let's, oh, real quick, let me just check something out on the Ford side, simply because of the fact that, yeah, that's what I thought. The Mustang GT15. Um, yeah, because folks who know me personally and folks who are watching this on Facebook know, of course, I got the opportunity to rent completely by accident, a 2019 Mustang Performance. It was not the GT, it was a Performance kit. And that thing was pretty damn awesome. So, um, but 15 GT, also a great car, but I already have it. So, let's look in the affordable side of the aisle. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that $40,000 for a 66 Bug is still pretty insane, but alright. We'll go through studio scene. And of course we got the white, the gray, the yellow, the sand, the green, the blue, the real blue, the red, and the black. But, bitches, come on now. It's a Volkswagen. You know I'm getting it in yellow. You know I'm putting 2 black racing stripes down the center of it. You know I'm putting a big old Autobot symbol on the roof. You know I'm doing that. So we might as well start off ahead. Well, yes, I do, actually. Let's see. And then after that, let's check out this Mini. First real offering from Mini proper. I know they have a GT version. Again, 50 grand for a 65 Mini Cooper S. That seems a little steep. But you know, I know the car and never driven it. But I know it well enough. And believe it or not, yeah, they're boxy, they're funny looking, but they're actually decent little cars. So, I got almond green, surf blue, or red. I dig that surf blue, actually. No, we're going to drive that Bug first. Yes. Once again, and I said in my last video, this is the first time that I've been on since last update. Oops. And, so, you know, this is the first time I've been on since last update. I maybe did a little bit of racing, but just grinding it out in offline mode. Didn't do any online. I was basically just saving up for the Hamilton Mercedes F1, but yeah, that's not happening. See, now here we have the 2009 Abarth 500 for just a shy under 30,000, which is that's about what they run. You know, that's about what they run. $1 million for the 52. Now, again, I understand classic car, and I know nothing about this. For all I know, this was a one-off concept. For all I know, there may be only 15 of these in the world, in which case $1 million seems quite reasonable. And it really does. It looks slick as hell, and it looks like she would handle. It actually looks like the 64 Corvette split rear window took a lot of design cues from this car. Like, a lot. So, I mean, it's a good looking car, and I got no doubt it's probably going to handle beautifully, but I'm not shelling out $1 million right now. I'm not. And it's got the third headlight. What was it? Wasn't the Edsel that had that? I forget which American car actually did that. It was a third headlight, and it actually turned with the wheels, and it failed promptly. It was just way too ahead of its time. I think it also had things like mechanical windshield wipers. I don't know. I don't think it was the Edsel. I will have to search that out. But yeah, like I said, I got no doubt this thing is going to handle and just run beautifully. I mean, just based on the design, aerodynamically, it seems to really work. They've got that fender flare thing that's going on to really draft air under the car. Little concerned that it might actually make the car a little light and reduce traction. But as far as the overall look and balance of the car, it seems great. So like I said, I'll have to do some more research into that. No, I am not. I'm sorry. I'm not buying one of these. I'm not. I'm too used to getting them as prize cars literally every night. I'm not buying one because I know I will get loads. Now you say, you know, I say that, and you watch, I won't. Here's that Lancia. Now this one, I'm expecting is probably going to be a little steep. Really? 55K. I don't know who's doing the pricing these days, but that's insane. I mean, this vehicle is absolutely perfectly set up right out of the box for just about anything you need it to do. I mean, and you know, maybe do some minor tweaks if you want it to do a very specialized task like rally racing or drift. But as far as road racing or even right out the box rally, which is really what it's made for, really, y'all, I don't understand how y'all price that so low. Nah, I'm getting that, no. Yeah. It's a Lancia. I gotta get it in white. Just gonna need some green racing stickers on it now. The Zagato, that's gonna be only, yeah, the Vision Gran Turismo in the museum. So, call me when you have something. And here we go. So here is the Amuse or Amuse S2000. It's an N600, and I know this car, and it's a great car, and I really do enjoy it. I've driven it in previous iterations of the game. I'm sure this one is a little bit different because it is a Gran Turismo Concepts that was specifically designed for this game. But it's an N600, and because it's a Gran Turismo, I don't know how much racing I'm actually going to be able to do in it. Even though I knew it is a great car. It's only $250K, which might be a little overpriced for the vehicle in real world standards, but by GT standards, that's actually not that bad. I'm going to pull the trigger on this and probably regret it. Yeah, at least it's going to come in some really cool colors. So we get the white, which really sets off the ground effects and the fender flares and the hood. The silver, which actually looks pretty badass. The black looks great, but it misses a lot of the detail. Same thing with, you know, Midnight Pearl. A lot of the darker colors, it's not going to show all the really cool arrows on that. And yet, yeah, no, I'm not going lime green metallic on anything other than 70s classics that came in lime green metallic. Indy Yellow doesn't look too bad. Orange Pearl is looking pretty good. Formula Red looks great. Monza Red Pearl. I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between these two, or perhaps the white. I have a lot of red cars, though. That Grand Prix white does look really good, so we'll go ahead and chuck $250,000 credits towards it. No, I do not wish to get in this car right now. So that's it. That's pretty much it as far as the vehicles that are currently available. And let's see. And we messed around and accidentally got in that Mini Cooper. So let's go to my favorite short track. First off, let's sort by date acquired. There we go. Because, oh yeah, it's Bumblebee, man. I mean, come on. The original Bumblebee. Actually driven one of the old Bugs. And one that was in really, really great condition, even though it really was an old one. And, you know, you'd hear stories of, you know, folks would tell you, oh, you know, when they were new, you know, you had to roll the windows down because you know, otherwise, you know, closing the doors would cause your ears to pop because they were so tightly sealed and they would float and all that. And I can't testify to the floating thing, but I can tell you that on the one that I actually got to drive, Um, whoa. Yeah, closing the doors on the thing is actually, unless you crack the window a little bit, there's actually kind of a noticeable pressure change. So the presets are whatever this thing comes stock. So yeah, it's probably got traction control with it, which this car definitely did not come with. And yeah, we got fourth, and that's it. Really though. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Well, it's been about a month since I took anything for a test drive, and I'm on the controller, which, you know, after years and years with the controller and then adapting to the wheel, and it was a steep learning curve. Now I get back on the controller and it just feels so completely foreign to anything that I would even like consider driving. It's so weird. I'm gonna do one more lap in the bug. Yeah. Just to keep it slightly more on the track that time. Again, with just like with a lot of these underpowered classics, if you are upshifting right before you go up a hill, you might want to second guess that, because it is going to rob you of some engine power there. So it might be better to keep it in the lower gear, even though you're over revving. Of course, with this Beetle, you're going to be sputtering and backfiring if you keep it in that lower gear for too long. So, alright. That was fun. I'm going to have a lot more fun when I'm actually on the wheel. And oh, by the way, sober. Because, yeah, it's been beer 30 for quite a while now. And like I said, I didn't even realize this update was coming up. So, let's check out the Mini Cooper. And same thing, just testing her stock. I'm not doing anything to it. Yeah, if I've got to be in a K car, this is the sort of thing that I'd want. I mean, that bug it's charming, and it's definitely got its great qualities, and they are nimble as hell, and let's face it, they're indestructible. But this thing is just a lot quicker. Easy, easy, easy. First track problems. Not a bad time. Alrighty. That's not bad. That's not bad. For first starting out, new car, everything stock, that is not bad. So... I'm gonna save that Lancia for last. This thing got twitchy since the last time I drove her. Boy, they were not playing with the revs on this. She gets up there quick. Yeah, this is that's not happening tonight. Like, not by a long shot. Between controller and drinking, yeah, no, that's not happening at all. Let's visit an old friend though. It's a great car. It's just at this point in the evening with everything else going on, no, I cannot control that car. Having a hard enough time with the Lancia, which I've never driven in real life, but driven in Gran Turismo fair amount. Man, you take 1 month off. Thankfully, this is built as a rally car, so let's get back on the track. Back on the road. There we go. We're gonna do one more lap in this and just keep her on the road the entire time. Or not, because I wanted to look and see how long I had gone, so. Definitely adjusting the seat height in this as well. Wow, and still 21 seconds and change shorter than my last lap. Boy, she locks up. Yeah. She does not like stopping fast, that's for sure. Likes going fast, doesn't like stopping fast. Yeah, we'll put her through some brake work and see how that goes. So anyway, that's the update. And if there's any lessons to be learned here, kids, it's don't drink and drive. Especially if you have not sim raced in a month or so. Let's do real quick. Do this in an easy car. We're not going to do the short track because the short track is actually the type of track that I would actually enjoy. That's a decent road course, so we're going to do the Red Bull Ring. And yeah, let's just take it easy. Just take it easy. It really is. It's amazing because you know when you've grown up and you've used a controller your entire life, and then you switch over to a wheel and you get used to using the wheel really hardcore, and next thing you know you just for whatever reason you're not hooking up your rig, and You're not hooking up your rig, and you're just on for a little while, and you go, oh, well, I'm just going to use a controller. Whew. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of a whole world of suck and hurt. Especially with new cars, new courses. Years back, I would have loved those, you know, sorts of 90-degree or more turns. But especially with online racing, where I know what sort of carnage is going to happen at every single one of them. No, I really do. Not a fan of hairpin curves anymore, not a fan of 90-degree turns anymore. Just, you know, give me some really, whoa. Give me some turns where you gotta mind your speed, like this. What the? Ow. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, folks, if you're gonna wall off the... They walled off the short track, but they left the entrance to the short track open. Ugh. Which happens in real life, but at least in real life you know about it. Not a fan of this course, and I'm particularly not a fan of this course after a bit more than a six-pack. So we're gonna leave that alone. We're not doing that. So anyway, folks, so that's the update. I guess if we're gonna cliff notes it, short format. I know, too late for that. All of the really awesome cars are also really awesomely and amazingly overpriced. Like, insanely overpriced. The stuff that you were really, really excited about, unless you're sitting on 20 million, 15, 20 million, which... Again, I'm sorry. I mean, it wouldn't even bother me that much. 5 million wouldn't bother me. You know, 2 million wouldn't bother me. 5 million would bother me a bit. 2 million would not bother me. 5 million would bother me just a little bit. But for what they're wanting for, it really, really is. It's kind of insane. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna go there. No, Derek, don't think about it. If you buy one, you're gonna get 20 more as prize cars within the next week. They're not bad cars, though. They're really not. But yeah, I'm just so sick of seeing them. Especially GT4. You got one at the end of every Sunday Cup. It was insane. And I think you could sell them for like $15,000. And yeah, it was just, which is, and like I said, now you can't even sell prize cars. So, anyways, so again, all the really cool cars are really, really, really expensive, which I guess means this is probably the best vehicle simulator out there. Oh, you wanted to drive that Shelby Daytona? Yeah, that's good luck affording that. And you better hope you get really, really lucky and just win the lottery. Um, and also, don't drive if you've been drinking. And use a wheel, especially if you're used to using a wheel, because this controller, this sucks. This is not fun. Anyway, y'all have a good night.